Hi there. So today we're gonna make a song using Band in a Box and a software called Synthesizer V, which will take MIDI that we record here in Band in a Box, and it will render an audio file with it where there's going to be a singer singing whatever we recorded using AI technology. So the end product will be this song with a lead vocalist singing on it, and we'll also be using AI ChatGPT to brainstorm some ideas for lyrics. So yeah, so I'll start just by playing a little bit of this song, just a few bars, so you get the vibe. Here we go. Great. Yeah. So that's the vibe of the song. Now we're gonna record somebody to it for it. So I have a melody in mind already. So I'll just go here and press record MIDI. I got my Korg SV1 plugged in and ready to go as a MIDI controller. So I'll just record to the melody track, and yeah, here we go. Okay, so that's done, and as you can see, all my MIDI is here on the melody track. Well, it's called Vibes now. So that's there, ready to go, and so now I just want to save that MIDI file, and we're going to go over to Reaper and import all the audio files from here and get started on Synth V. So I'll just go up here, save the MIDI file, save this file. We'll call this lead vocal MIDI. Great. So now that's there. And now we're going to head over to, well, actually first we also need to save all these audio files. I did like a very quick mix here, but we'll add some reverb and stuff when we get to Reaper after we have the vocal kind of sitting right. So I'm going to go to Wave, export song as audio file. And then you want to make sure this is clicked, one file per track. Yep, good. Render. And then, yeah, new original, I guess, for now is what we'll call it. That's good. Save. Great. Okay, so that's all the stems are here. Great, so that's done rendering now. So we're going to go ahead and open Reaper. And then import, well, first we want to change this to the tempo, which is 85. And then go ahead and import these. Great. We don't need this, the mix down. Great. Okay, so these probably are going to be pretty loud. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn all of these down a bit. Great. Okay, and then we're going to import a new track. We'll put this one at the top and call it lead vocal. And we want to import our MIDI into it now. Great. So now if we go here, we want to load up. I have Synthesizer V installed, so right there. Oh, sorry, this is the yeah, no, we don't want that one. We want VST3, this one, under VST3. Yeah. Great. So it looks like good. Cool. So if we press play in Reaper here, you can see it's synced up, and it should play the MIDI. Yeah. So that's like the default patch that has loaded. Unfortunately, you can't edit the MIDI if it's on the track in Reaper. You can't edit it here, although it will play it back using that default synth. But we want to be able to put the MIDI in here in the plugin itself to be able to manipulate it. So we're gonna just delete that for now and import it here. So clean up the imported project. I think I'm gonna press I will process it manually for now because I'm not sure exactly what that'll do. It seems like also when we saved the MIDI file, I think the drum kit snuck in there. So we don't need that. So we'll just go ahead and delete that. Great. Okay, so now we have our track. Cool. Oh yeah, I see. I was trying to select it and I was like, why can't I select it? You need to just make sure that it's on local tracks and you have it selected right here. This is the track in Reaper. This is the track we're working with in the plugin. Great. Okay, so here are all our notes. So this is pretty cool. I'll just demonstrate right away what it can do. We don't have any lyrics in right now. It's just la, 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 la. Defaults to that. Going to go over here to current database and select Solaria, which is the one I'm using. And then you can see it quickly, generate waveforms. And now let's listen to it.
La 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 la.
Right. So there's a lot of work to do as far as, processing this melody and getting it sounding good. Mainly, of course, we want to connect the notes. Like right here, for example, this is not what I was going for. Even though I played it like that on the piano, a singer obviously wouldn't sing it like that. So, we can start by going in and just elongating those notes. And when you get close, it'll give you this option. And if you press that, it connects it to the next note. So we'll do that for these as well. Great.
La 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 la.
So I'm actually going to connect those ones as well. Oops, no. Other way around. You don't want to mess with the rhythm. There we go. Great. So now that first line is sounding pretty better. It's sounding better to me.
La 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 la.
I think these could be a little longer, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that.
La 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 la.
Okay, just there. I think that's better.
La 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 la.
Yeah, it's closer to what I was envisioning.
La 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 la.
Okay, so once we actually have lyrics and we hear it in the context of the band, you know, that might change. But that's sounding a lot more musical and natural to me now. So we're gonna go over to ChatGPT and see if we can just come up with some lyrics that we can put in here that'll, you know, sort of match the phrasing and whatnot. Okay, so I have ChatGPT open here now, and I just started by, you know, saying, give me some ideas for a pop song. And it gave me 10, popped out 10, and some of them are pretty cool. Thought this one was kind of funny. Explore how technology changes the way we experience love and relationships. Yeah, so I think I just listening to the song so far, I feel like this could be a good subject. Just the, I don't know, the vibe. It's kind of melancholy, so something about a struggle like this could be cool. Okay, so let's choose that. So I'll just say I like this option. Let's go with that. Great, memory updated, it says. Okay, so it just starts going right away. Talking about, you know, how to structure the song. We don't have a pre-chorus, so it'd just be verses. Wow, so this is really cool. So it's giving us like a story and a structure. So it says, introduce the celebrity, painting a glamorous picture that the public usually sees, flashing cameras, adoring fans, and red carpet moments, yet hint at a hidden depth, something lurking beneath the surface. Okay, great. So let's go with verse 1. We'll just do like up until the first couple lines of the chorus. So great. So now comes the challenge of like writing lyrics that fit the phrasing and the syllables that we have in the melody. And this is where it can get a bit challenging. ChatGPT can't count syllables. So we'll have to get close. It'll get close, but we'll have to kind of adjust as we go. Okay, so I just said, write me the first verse with the theme you suggested. And then it popped out this. I didn't give it any other instructions yet. I just wanted to get some ideas flowing. So it says, in a sea of flashing lights, she wears a crown, velvet ropes and champagne, the city bows down. So
La 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 la.
so that first line could work right away. Like if we phrasing a little bit.
La 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 la.
So instead of that phrasing, we could go in a sea of flashing lights, she wears a crown. Something like that. Definitely the first part could work really well. So I like that. I'm going to keep this, but I also want this to rhyme with this word. So we got to change the structure a little bit. So I'll say I also like this down here, velvet ropes and champagne. I think that could work with this phrase in the next part. So I like okay, so I just wrote the rhyme structure is not right. I like in a sea of flashing lights, but change she wears a crown to a lyric that rhymes with in a sea of flashing lights. Do the same for the following line. Change the city bows down to something that rhymes with velvet ropes and champagne. So let's see what it comes up with. It's okay. It doesn't really make much sense. Let's try again. Try again. Well, I'll say correct rhyme scheme or rhyme structure, but try again. Okay, that makes a little more sense with the theme anyway. So let's see here.
la 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 la.
She starts the show. Yeah, that could work. That could work. I mean, I would maybe prefer another word here, but we'll just go with it for now. We need to change the phrasing here. So the first part,
La la.
da 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 da. So 2 notes. So you double click to add a note. I'm gonna do that. Okay, great.
La la la.
Oh, I see. Oops. We want this double time. Right, control and then control zoom, or control scroll zooms you in. There we go. Okay.
La 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 la.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So, and let's see.
La la la.
And then this needs to be another note there. Like that.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Cool. Okay, so let's enter in the lyrics finally. Flashing. So here we want to type in flashing, and then in the next note you want to put a plus sign, which means this note will be the second syllable of this note or this lyric. Okay, great. So let's see what that sounds like.
In a sea of flashing lights.
Great. There's a lot we can do still as far as adjusting, the way she's singing it. But we're just going for phrasing right now. So I'm going to continue on and just write the first verse and the chorus, but you get the process here. And ChatGPT can be very helpful as far as brainstorming ideas. And so, yeah, I'll just continue. Okay, so I've written the whole song now, gone through and used ChatGPT to write all these lyrics and tried to shimmy it a little bit to match the phrasing. The lyrics aren't amazing. Some of them are a bit corny and they don't, flow 100%. So the lyricist still has ChatGPT beat. So that's probably good. Okay, so one thing I wanted to demonstrate is I added multiple tracks within the plugin, which you can do. And the reason for that is because I want, the way she sings the verses to be different than the chorus. And also it allows you to put in some BG vocals too. You can put in harmonies. I actually didn't harmonize any of the lyrics in this one. I didn't think it really needed it, but I added some BG background vocal lines in the choruses that I think would sound cool with some reverb on them. And then, I was kind of going for like a gang vocal effect in the bridge. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You could also, double track the lead vocal. And a cool way to do that would be, because you don't want the lyrics, or you don't want the weight, you don't want them to be identical when you're double tracking something, because then it just increases the volume, right, if they're identical. So if you're to double track something, you would make a new track, copy all this MIDI onto it, and then you can actually get the program to generate a new take of everything. So it'll be quite similar, but it'll be a little different, right? Just like that. And another thing you could do to even make it a little more different, if it's still sounding too much the same, is you could, where is it here? Modify? Yeah, modify. I just had it a minute ago. One sec. Where is it? Oh, scripts. Yeah, under scripts, if you go to, I think I did randomize parameters. Yeah, randomize parameters. So you can, make it a little different as far as how they're hitting the pitch. You could also change the vibrato envelopes. add some tension, change the voice a little bit, like add more breathiness, do all kinds of things to make the voice a little bit different than the other one, and you get a really, like a thicker, fatter vocal, which is a pretty cool trick. So I think I might have done that at the very end. Yeah. So this is the song. Maybe I'll just play it. Maybe I'll start in the second verse. I'll play the second verse going into the bridge so you can hear it. This is unmixed, so this is just, the vocals on their own. And then I'll go through and just show you the settings I have on each track. So here we go.
This mask that I wear at every gala night, hiding despair in every spotlight. Through the facade, beneath the glow I battle.
And it switches to the chorus here.
This shadow behind the screens unseen, she's in a silver limousine.
The background vocals.
They float by me. I can't live a life serene. She's in a movie on a screen behind the famous scene. Woo!
Cool.
Find solace in duality, finding balance in reality. Whisper softly my finality. Find solace in duality, finding balance in reality. Whisper softly my finality. She's in a silver limousine. Whispers they
So obviously those background vocals are way too loud, right? So I haven't mixed anything yet. I did pan the background vocals slightly right and left. But yeah, this needs to be mixed badly. Anyway, but I just wanted to show you. So you noticed in the verse how different the voice was, right? And this program is pretty cool because like you can really shape the tone of the voice. Like here for the verse, I have the parameters soft and airy, very high. I added some breathiness. And then if you look at like the chorus, right, it's completely different. Still a bit airy, but clear. I wanted her to pronounce the words as clearly as possible. And still, it's kind of hard to understand what she's saying sometimes. But it's not bad. And then, added some power and passion. So yeah, pretty cool. And then for the Bee Gees, I wanted them a little more not as perfect. So I just put power up and passion. Passionate seems to kind of like, they sometimes they're a tad a little more pitchy and whatnot. So that's cool. Yeah. So one thing I also wanted to just point out is, going through and recreating the melody for each tracks obviously would be such a big pain. So this program actually does allow you to copy everything just as you would in a DAW, right? If I go to this track and press Control A and then Control C or copy, right? I can just make a new track and then just paste it, right? So that's great. And also you can just paste lyrics as well. Like if you didn't want necessarily like say the melody was slightly different or you're doing a harmony, you can copy the lyrics, which is awesome too. So if I were to select all of these, and then if you press Control L, it brings up this and shows you all the lyrics for the notes you selected. So I could just, copy that and then go into another track, select the notes I want to copy the lyrics to, and then Control L again and just copy them. In this case, they're the same already, right? But yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to do a quick mix of this now, and we'll see the vocals in their glory, all their glory, and I'll get them sounding as best I can. And yeah. Okay, so here's the final mixed. Got all the background vocals here. Did a little bit editing, And I think it sounds pretty good. Again, not crazy about the lyrics, but the performance is sounds surprisingly real in a lot of spots. So yeah, here it goes.